I want to start this video off with a sincere apology. My actions are not a representation of who I truly am. I am not a liar. I am just a girl that has no accountability. Because 2 months ago I did say that I am going to start posting regularly, yet the last video I posted was 2 months ago. And after saying that I will be consistent when it comes to my YouTube videos, I have become the complete opposite. So before I even go in with what I'm filming today, I want you guys to hold me accountable, okay? I want accountability. I want comments that tell me, get your ass up and go to work. Go to film, okay? I need that because otherwise apparently I'm just taking 2-month breaks like it's nothing, okay? Even though you guys have been asking me for a hair tutorial and it's really not that hard to do. So anyways, today I am going to show you guys how to achieve this absolutely gorgeous, stunning blowout look that's gonna last you all night. You're gonna get so many compliments, you're gonna look gorgeous, and your hair is just gonna look phenomenal, which is what we all want, right? My hair right now feels so light, it's bouncy, it's everything that I want a blowout to be, and I definitely want you guys to experience that too. So let's not waste any more time and let me show you how to achieve this perfect blowout look. Okay guys, before I even get into the video, you might hear a flock of birds outside. Can you hear that? I don't know. I'll be able to tell when I'm editing, but if you do hear that, it's kind of creepy because they stop at the exact same moment. Very creepy, but if you hear that in the background, I'm very sorry. I think it's the time of year for them to migrate. I don't know. There's a lot of birds outside. Anyways, today we're doing the ultimate blowout. I mean, this is a blowout that I literally do every single time I have an event, and I want my hair to look good, which is very important. This is typically the kind of steps that I take. I already have my hair washed and it's currently in this towel. This is a specific towel for your hair. Regular towels can cause frizz, and I like using one of these because I feel like my hair just looks smoother. I always like to do a blowout on freshly washed hair just because I feel like the results, they last a little bit longer. And the shampoo and conditioner I've been using is from Brazilian Blowout. It's their anti-frizz shampoo and conditioner. And then I also did a deep conditioning mask just to make sure that my hair is at its softest. I am using the shampoo and conditioner because I did get a Brazilian Blowout, which I did a little vlog about. So these products are to care for that, which is why I'm using them. But typically when I didn't have a blowout, I would use the Jisoo shampoo and conditioner. These are great. As you can tell, I really like these, and I'm definitely going to end up using them again once I'm done with my Brazilian Blowout. And not forgetting, I would typically use the Jisoo mask as well. This leaves your hair so soft and nourished. I love it. Before my blowout, I always go in with this product right here. And by the way, this is not sponsored at all. I genuinely love these products. I did get them in PR, but I would 100% be repurchasing them. This is the Jisoo Honey Milk 5-in-1 Styling Cream. This has heat protection, frizz control, flexible hold, hydration, and glazed shine. Whenever I use this, my blowouts just last longer, and I feel like my hair just looks a little bit more voluminous, bouncy. I really love this. So I like to put this throughout my hair. And after that, I really like using this moisture spray from L'Oreal. This is a 21-in-1 spray, meaning it has 21 different benefits for your hair. I would love to list them all, but we'd probably be here forever. But the main ones are: nourishes your hair, instantly detangles, heat protection, again because Lord knows I use a little bit too much heat on my hair. The more protection, the better. And I'm just spraying this through all of my hair. And now for the next step, if you don't own one of these, I want you to stop the video right now, go on Amazon, and purchase this immediately. This is a Tangle Teaser brush, and why I love this so much is this basically allows you to brush your hair when it's wet without causing any breakage. It is so much safer for you to use on your hair. I love using this to disperse any products through my hair, make sure that there's no tangles in it before I do a blowout. If I go in with a regular brush, I can literally feel it pulling out my hair, but with this, you don't feel a thing. This is safe for your hair to use. It's just an overall a must-have product. It is before Christmas, so add it to your Christmas list. And I just basically brush my hair, making sure that there's no knots or tangles. Also, whilst I have you guys here, I am going to Colombia next month, and I, as we all probably know now, am terrible when it comes to posting, specifically on YouTube, but I so badly want to do a vlog. So if you guys want, drop down a couple ideas of maybe like what you'd want to see so that I could go ahead and plan it out, because I really want to do a vlog. I just really need some accountability, or even in general, like what videos you guys want to see, because I feel like sometimes I get stuck on like what to post on YouTube, and that would honestly help a ton. Now if you want, you can go ahead and skip this next part, but for me personally, I love when my blowouts have a little swoop at the front, so it kind of is like a side part, but it's kind of lifted, you know what I mean? And to achieve that, we can't do a middle part. So I like to take my comb with a sharp point and just give myself a slight side part, not all the way back, just the front, about this much hair, and just take that to the side. For the blowout itself, I know I use a Dyson, which, yeah, in today's economy is kind of crazy because the price of this is, you know, it's up there. But if you don't have the Dyson, you can definitely get a good dupe on Amazon. I just personally love the results that the Dyson gives. I know people complain about it not lasting. I just think that people are not using it to its fullest extent, because the key to making it last is rolling the hair up and letting it sit. But if you don't have a Dyson, you don't want to dupe, you just want to use a good old curling iron, you can 100% do that and just follow the same steps that I'm doing when I use the rolling part on this. But just ensure that your whole head of hair is dry before you go in with any heat, because my hair right now is damp and I'm leaving the ends damp. I'm only going to be blow drying the top of my head. So for that, I'm going to use this attachment right here, and for this step I'm only going to focus on blow drying the roots of my hair, nothing else. I just want that base to be nice and dry before we go in with curling. So make sure your roots are dry. Let's get into it. And by the way, I must warn you, do not do this after you go to the gym. Do not do this if you've worked out your upper body. Be prepared, okay? Because I've developed some muscle over the years of doing these damn blowouts. You will get hot, your arms will hurt, they'll burn. Just be prepared, okay? This is a workout. Anyways, I'm just gonna montage this next part. It feels like my hair is pretty dry now. My ends accidentally dried as well, and as you can tell, there's a reason I don't usually blow dry my hair, because it ends up looking like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to section and separate our hair just to make this a little bit easier on us. Step number 1 is to give yourself a mohawk of hair. What I mean by that, grab 2 fingers, tools, whatever, and just literally give yourself a mohawk all the way to the back of your head. That's gonna be a section of hair that we're going to be curling. I like to use my eyebrow arch as a reference and just pick up hair as you go along. You see what I mean when I say mohawk? It's literally like that. I'm like trying to show you guys to the best of my ability of what I mean. And I'm just gonna quickly tie this up. You should be left with these 2 pieces like this. And I am literally just going to twist these and section them off and just clip them in my hair so that they are not in the way. And I'm actually going to begin by working on that mohawk of hair, so I'm just going to let that out now. At this point, you should look ridiculous. That's completely normal. That's just part of the process. Typically, the more ridiculous you look, the better the results, you know what I mean? And I have my handy bag of rollers, and this is where it gets a little bit hard on the arms, okay? Now I'm gonna switch attachments, and I'm gonna use this one right here. This is the biggest one that comes with the Dyson, I think. I don't know if there's bigger ones, but this one is the biggest one that came with my blue Dyson. And I'm gonna section out the front piece of my hair using about this much, so it kind of makes a little triangle there. For the front piece, because you want it to kind of sit like this, you need to roll it over the barrel like that. So gonna be going like this once it's turned on, and I'm gonna try to do it from high up, bringing it down. Once it's done, I take it off. I don't let it roll down because I feel like that sometimes messes with the tension. Grab a roller, attach the end of my hair, and then just begin rolling it towards my head, using a bobby pin to just clip it into place. Now I only do that direction for this part of the hair in the mohawk section. The next part of hair, which is around this much, I'm doing it in this direction, and I'm saying this direction because I don't know if that's over or under the barrel, because I thought this was over, but then this is also over. I don't know, okay? Like this. Following the same steps, except this time I'm going to use a bigger roller to roll it up. Again, taking that off. Securing once again with bobby pins. Also, I know not everyone calls these bobby pins. If you don't call them bobby pins, what do you call them? Because to me, they're bobby pins. But I don't know if that's just like a British way of doing it. I grew up in London, I don't know. And now for the rest of the hair that I have here, I'm gonna follow the exact same step that I did with this one, all the way back. And you guys can sit here and watch me struggle, okay? Let's do it. And I call this the mohawk because it looks like this. Now that that's done, we can move on to the rest of the hair. I'm going to take out one section at a time. brushing it through. And I'm gonna begin by working on this front piece of hair right here, so around this much. And I'm gonna roll this in the same direction that I rolled the front piece, which is over the barrel right here. And I'm gonna go in again with a smaller roller. And then I'm going to take a top part of hair and roll that over as well, securing it with a bigger roller. And now for the last piece of hair on this side, I'm actually not going to bother with a roller. I typically just separate it into two, curl it like usual, and then just clip it together with a bobby pin to the base of my head. And now whatever we did to this side, we are going to copy and paste and do the exact same thing on the other. Okay, and at this point you should be left with something that looks a little bit like this. Now I'm just going to take some hairspray and spray it all over. And at this point you can go ahead and do your makeup, get ready. Basically, you want to let this sit for at least 20 to 30 minutes. The longer it sits, the more it's going to hold. So typically I would just do my makeup, but as that's already done, I'm just going to sit here in silence and wait till I can take them out. But yeah, let these rest, let them cool down completely, and then we can go ahead and take them out. I'll be right back. Alright, so it's been about 30 minutes. We can go ahead and take these out. I'm going to start by taking out the ones without the rollers first, just because it's going to be easier. And now the trick to taking out the rollers is you want to take out the bobby pin or pins. Put 2 fingers like inside and just begin to twist like this until it comes off. That way you're not pulling out any hair, you know? Because these can be a little bit rough. These are literally filled with my hair that I've accidentally ripped out, so be very careful. Once all the rollers are out, you can go ahead and mess with your hair a little bit just to kind of let all the curls join together. And do you see what I mean by that little swoop? You see that? That's what we want. This is what I like to call volume, okay? This is a little bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Next, I'm just gonna take some hair oil just to like kind of fuse everything together. I've been loving this one recently. This is gonna give us that gorgeous shine so that the curls don't look dull. And then for any flyaways on the top of my head, I'm gonna use this little stick. This is the leaf flower flyaway stick, and this just ensures we have no flyaways and everything sits nicely. And if I'm being honest, that is as much as I do. When it comes to my blowouts, you can add a little bit more hairspray, but I would suggest using a fine hairspray instead of like a strong hold one, just because you don't want your hair to look crunchy. I just ran out of mine, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. But I mean, yeah, this is like honestly my favorite blowout to do. It's always so voluminous. It never fails me, and I always get so many compliments on my hair whenever I do this. So yeah, you guys, if you have any questions, please drop a comment below. I will respond. I don't gatekeep anything, so literally even if it's not about hair, go ahead and ask. I'll probably respond to it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this tutorial helped, and let me know what other videos you want to see from me next. Bye.